What's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Oh, I just got a war, bro. Not much has changed since Sunday. Got a war in Call of Duty. Yep.
Kidding me, bro.
Ah,
Always
common,
something.
common joke.
Always
You gotta love it.
something, man. Oh, there's always something for that. That
Hey,
whole
it's a
spiel,
running gag, bro.
and my mic was not on. Oh my goodness.
It's all good. It's all right.
Let me restart that and say, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Random Encounter Podcast, episode 22. For those of you who are watching after the fact, I was just talking and no sound was coming out because my mic was not set up for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm your host, James, and as always, I'm joined by, real quick, just going to go down. You got Mike, Phaneckswhy, because you guys did hear them at least. You did
Yeah.
not hear
I
what
hope
I
so.
say. And Ash. We do got an awesome show for you today. We're going to be talking about some anniversaries that were happening this week, as well as Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters that Ash brought up at the end of last podcast, and some Kojima stuff that was going on. But before we get into that, Mike, go ahead and continue with what you were playing.
Just Call of Duty and God of War still. I'm trying to beat God of War this week, and
Oh,
I don't know what I'm gonna play after that though.
oh
I
man,
gotta find out.
you gotta play Chain Echoes, man. You're the one that
Yeah,
you made that video,
Bro-
man. Ever since I
bro,
saw
my
that game, I'm like, oh man.
my backlog is probably like the size of a book, dude. So I just gotta pick one.
Did
Mine's a
you
Bible.
did you see the Steam Deck the Steam sale, winter sale?
No.
No.
Is there a winter sale?
There is a winter sale. I checked
Oh,
my
God.
wish list, and literally every game that's on my wish list is on sale. I'm like, no. I was
Why you
like,
gotta let them know, bro? Why you gotta let them know? What the heck, man? What you trying
Yeah.
to do?
I was
Hold
going
on.
through. I was like, man, like which one should I get? Which one should I get? But yeah, literally every game except for Chained Echoes was on sale. So there's like one game that was on sale.
Yeah, Chain Echoes is on Game Pass though. If you want to try it out before you buy, you know. What I mean?
Yeah. I mean, my brother's been speaking big on it. Like, he's playing it on Game Pass, and he loves it. It's just, it feels like it's one of those games that needs to be handheld. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
Tactics Ogre Reborn is 42.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, like, there's a
Oh,
lot.
cheaper.
On Switch, it was cheaper, I believe.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
All right,
I
that
think
makes
Mike
sense.
said last podcast it was like 30 something.
It was 35 on Switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it still is, but
Yeah, I didn't get it, and I'm like, I don't know. Part of me wants to get something, but I'm like, maybe I should wait. Like, I don't know. But yeah, Fan, what you been playing?
Just the same that I've been playing. Not much has changed since the last week. I would say that I got some parts in like right before Christmas, so I got a new power supply. I just swapped that out, and I just realized one of my fans isn't spinning, so now I got to do a little tear down to
Oh,
fun
investigate.
stuff, dude.
that's
I love
always
it.
Yeah.
always a thing.
So,
Like, I remember
well,
I had the same issue that when I put in the new CPU, since I had to unplug everything because the bracket that holds the cooler fell behind my case, so I had to like tear down everything and take out the motherboard to get the bracket. And then when I turned it on, I realized the rear fan wasn't working. I was like, so I had to open it up. I mean, luckily it was just opening it
yeah.
up, plugging in the rear fan, and then closing it back up.
But the
Oh,
RGB turns on. It's just it's not spinning. So I
Hmm.
just think it's probably just loose or something.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, my
weird.
daughter was like in the room with me when I was messing around, so she might
Uh,
have like tugged on something. But
Uh,
yeah.
Oh man, Red
That's
Dead
cool.
Redemption 2 is $20 on there.
and
$20.
What?
Yeah, bro.
works on Steam Deck too.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I never thought that game was gonna be on sale lower than
Oh,
$30.
jeez, yeah,
Holy crap.
67% off.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
$20? Ooh, wow,
I'm
that's
gonna
definitely
be
comp.
looking. Like I'm gonna call it out just if I find anything.
And then the Ultimate Edition is $30.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 is like the prequel to Red Dead 1, right?
Correct.
is it?
Yeah.
That's what people kept telling me. Okay, got it.
It's a
Oh.
prequel.
It is. I did not know
Okay.
that. Huh.
Yeah, because you play as John Marston in Red Dead Redemption 1, and you play as Arthur Morgan in that one. And in the second one, you see like a younger John Marston.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never
And that was only $25 full price. That's not
never
bad.
played neither, so excuse
Oh,
me.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is $39.89.
Yeah, I bought that. It was I think when it first came out it was that price too. If you
really?
got it like the day
I
one
got it on the
edition or whatever.
PS5. Yeah.
But yeah, Ash, what you been playing?
I've been playing Sekiro. I recently got back into it after I was done with school and everything, and I thought I was gonna have a hard time getting back into it because you know how the mechanics are. But after beating like 3 bosses under one setting, I'm like, oh, I still got it. Cool. So I'm gonna eventually finish up that game by at least by the end of next week. I hope so.
Nice. You're actually gonna finish the game, man. I can't tell you the last time when I finished the game. Like,
Bro, dude, my game log, like Mike's, is a book, but it's a Bible, bro. I need to finish everything I need to finish. Like,
actually,
it's getting.
the last game I finished was actually Resident Evil 2. I did it on stream during October. So actually, that was the last. Well, because I already have finished Resident Evil 2. I finished Leon's story, and then I did Claire's story on stream. So I guess that was the last game. Yeah, so not that long ago. So a couple months ago. Ever since then, I haven't finished one game. So there's
Yep.
that. And then
Doom
me,
bundle's $28.
the Doom bundle.
It comes with every single Doom plus Eternal and like the Game of the Year stuff. So like all the expansions and
I
stuff.
wanted to play
And how much?
OG Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20 you said.
20 bucks?
$28
That's
for
28
Doom.
bucks. That's still good.
Doom, Doom
Jesus.
2, Doom 64, Doom 3, Doom the remake, and Doom Eternal, and like the yearly, like all the expansions.
This winter sale sounding better than the summer sale. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
There's
What
a
the
lot
heck?
of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Like all the Final Fantasies are on sale. At least they were yesterday. I didn't check today.
Is
I
it
don't
the
think they've
Pixel
changed.
remasters?
The Pixel remasters were on sale yesterday. At least I didn't check today because
Yesterday. Okay.
they had said originally like it ended on Tuesday. Let me pull up. Now you guys gonna have me pulling up my wish list coming up. See, let me see. I'll tell you right now because I had all the
We
Pixel
tried.
remasters. Let's see. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry.
20% off.
I didn't mean to
Yeah.
turn this podcast into what are we gonna buy for the Steam Winter Sale. You said Final Fantasy is 20% off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Every single
they are.
one individually is 20%
Oh
off.
my gosh, dude!
They're trying to rob us.
Well,
I'm gonna return.
Final
I'm gonna
Fantasy
return
12
some gifts I bought, bro.
Well,
Return
since,
some gifts.
since we're talking about Pixel Remaster, should we talk about Pixel Remaster on other consoles?
Yes,
we
absolutely. I
should.
agree.
That's a good segue into that. Yeah, so Final Fantasy, and I didn't get to give my game that I was playing, by the way. It's just Crisis Core Final Fantasy. So while we're on the topic of Final Fantasy, yeah, so Pixel remasters are coming to both PS5 or PlayStation 4 rather, and Nintendo Switch, but of course you can play it on PS5 as well because of backwards compatibility. And there are physical editions coming out. You can pre-order them right now on SquareEnix.com. I think that's the only place because I did not see them on Best Buy or anywhere else. With SquareEnix.com, you can pre-order the Pixel Remastered.
You have to pay
physical
for
edition.
shipping.
You do have to pay for shipping, and man, they're
It's a
pricey.
lot.
They're
Yeah.
pricey. So
It cost you $100 with shipping.
So getting into that, they are coming spring of next year. The standard edition costs $74.99 plus shipping, and shipping is what, $20? You said
Yes.
like $20. So that puts you at $94.99.
No, sorry, 25 actually.
Oh,
my
25.
bad.
So that
25.
puts you at $100.
Yeah.
$100 for that. The anniversary edition, it's $259.99. $259.99. And let
Plus
me tell
$25
you,
shipping.
yeah, plus $25 shipping. And let me tell you, this anniversary edition doesn't come with a lot that makes it worth $259.99. It comes with some vinyl stuff. Actually, let me pull it up. I forgot to pull it up. My bad, guys. It's been a long day for me, so.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yes, where's the pixel? Ooh, this Crisis Core bundle. Oh man, why did I go to this website?
Oh, look, it's what vinyl, art book, and some
Bro, I'm gonna be out
other
like
stuff.
$200 by the end of the stream,
Yeah,
dude.
so yeah, it
In my
comes with
cart right now.
with vinyl. It comes with like an anniversary box, some pixel figurines. I mean, I don't think that's worth $259.99. Like honestly, like $260 for
Nah,
that.
man.
Like no, not
Like the God of War collector's edition came with so much for 250. It came with like Thor's hammer
yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bunch of like smaller stuff. Like that was worth 250. But like I saw that and I'm like, bro, they're just milking it because they can.
Yo, why didn't I sign up for this? So I'm sorry, I got sidetracked because I found this Crisis Core thing. It's super dope. So apparently Square Enix is doing a streaming contest. If you stream Crisis Core, which I've been doing, and you sign up, you can get a bomber jacket that says Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion and it has a Shinra logo on the front.
I didn't know
It comes with
that.
a Zack figurine and a steelbook. Yo, that is dope.
That's
So-
crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I want that bomber
Yeah, boy,
jacket.
so-
Yeah, that bomber jacket is already
Yeah.
a sold for me.
That bomber jacket is dope. But yeah, so Pixel Remasters, man. Yeah, like how do you guys feel about that pricing, man? Like that is, I don't know. That's Steve. That's like a no for me. I really wanted a physical edition. I would have bought it too if it was $60. But yeah.
Okay. So when I first saw the Pixel Remasters, the first question I had in my head is like, where the heck is the physical editions for any of the consoles? Because I'm like, okay, it's on Steam, cool, and on mobile. Where's the consoles? Because I know they'll be able to sell way more copies of the game if they're on consoles and stuff. So I was waiting for that. Secondly, if they're going to release a physical edition, I would rather get that on the Switch compared to Steam because I mean at least I can own the copy. So for it to be $75, it was actually pretty fine for me. What I didn't like is the shipping costs. That made no sense to me whatsoever. And like they told us what they were going to be using, which is UPS. I mean I know UPS is expensive for a shipping company, but $25 is a bit steep for shipping. I don't know if they're trying to like get that thing to you with the next day or something like that, or the same day, because there's a lot more cheaper options when it comes to shipping, and they could have like went down those other options. Now, as for the anniversary edition you mentioned earlier, the shipping cost for that is actually a bit cheaper compared to the standard edition, which that doesn't make any sense because it weighs heavier, which means that it's going to cost a little bit more, which it should be, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing that it's like Mike said. Square Enix is trying to milk it, trying to get as much capital as they possibly can off of this, which is whatever. I'm just a bit
whatever.
disappointed.
We can't stand for this, dude.
Yeah, like Square Enix makes some weird additions, weird decisions, and like I feel like they're getting greedy and they're really trying to milk like the Final Fantasy franchise. Like, have you guys ever gone to the Square Enix store and just look at the stuff that they have?
No, I have not.
No.
So
There's a Square Enix store.
yeah, so like
Yeah, there is.
online. If you go to like the store,
Oh,
they sell a bunch of other
online.
like merchandise and
I
stuff.
thought you meant physical.
No, not a physical store.
I was
Oh,
like,
that'd be cool.
Dope,
"What?"
But look,
That'd be cool.
like, so if you look at it, they have a like if you go to their store website and just look at the stuff they have right away, they have a Tifa, like a what's it called, figure of her like sitting on a stool. It's $200 for that. They have the Zack figure that they're actually giving out free for that streaming. It's $155. They have a 1/4 scale 2B Yora number 2 type B. This says 2-player or 2P color version, $1,150. Yo, like
Jeez.
I don't know, man. Like that is a lot of money. And I mean they're cool figures. I would love to buy them, but at that price, no go. Like look,
I'm
Here-
sorry, they're like smoking crack, dude.
There's
Here's the
Like,
thing.
honestly, dude.
Here's the
holy
thing. I'm
cow,
pretty
hold on,
sure.
that's not even the worst.
What's up? What?
There is a 1/6 scale statue of Terra from Final Fantasy VI on the I forgot what the what are they called, the suits that they come in, the magic something Magitech the robot thing. I forgot.
Oh
what it-
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
The
the thing
whole
is-
mech thing. The whole mech
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yo, 1/6 scale. $13,000, $13,800, so almost $14,000 for that. What the? Like, yo, it is crazy.
Here's what I'll do. I'll buy a resin 3D printer and just like buy a 3D model scan of it and print it out myself and then paint it. Because screw that. I'm not spending 13
Right.
grand.
Like,
So here's the thing with that, right? I'm not surprised they're priced as much because there are actual people out there that are willing to spend that kind of money on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And my first realization to that
ridiculous.
is when I was trying to help out a friend trying to get these simple little plushies. And about 2 weeks ago, the same person that was making these plushies put up an auction. If you want to get all 4 of these, you got to do this auction. I was checking the highest bid for that. For 4 little plushies is $1,000. And someone actually paid that much. I'm like, that was crazy.
yeah.
That was unbelievably crazy. Which I mean,
Straight
bro,
tripping
it's
for that.
it's a thing that people do. It's just their hobby, and it's the demand for these kinds of things and stuff. So I can't really, none of us can really argue for these prices to go down, especially if people are willing to pay a pretty penny for these things. I mean, we can look back on the PS5 when it first came out. You know, everyone want to get a PS5 and we're willing paying like triple the price for these things.
Yeah.
Same goes for graphics cards too. You know, so
Yo,
for the figures, it's been like that for a while, unfortunately. So
yeah, their figures are expensive. Like, if you go to merchandising, you go to figures, every Final Fantasy 7 figure is over $150. Like, there's nothing under $150. Like, they had the Cloud with Jesse on the motorcycle, $409. Like, yo, like the near stuff, like the cheapest one is like $85. Like,
yeah, that's one thing I'm skipping on is buying figures, man. I just can't do it.
They
Like
look so
I keep
cool,
seeing
though.
them.
They
Yeah, I
look
keep
so
seeing them,
Crazy.
and I see my friends buy them. They
don't
typically buy
do
the cheaper
anything.
ones, like for like 100,
Just
for
sit
50 to
there.
$100, you know. But like, there's ones out there that I really, really love, but they cost like an arm and a leg. So
Yeah.
like, it's just, man, it just depends. I
Oh,
think
man.
really
Yeah,
just depends how bad you want it.
they
I
got
guess.
Xenogears figures. What?
Xenogears?
Xenogears.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Is this
Holy
a
crap!
sign? Is this a sign they're bringing Xenogears back? Because
I hope so.
this is
Remaster confirmed.
yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen that. That is cool. But yeah, not to get off topic. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
all
these
good.
pricing for the Pixel remasters, like they're ridiculous. I mean, hopefully, you know, they come to like Best Buy or like Amazon or something like that, and they come out cheaper because I really wanted a physical edition, but I'm not paying that much for a physical edition. Like, I'm sorry. Like, even at Steam, you can buy the bundle. It's a lot cheaper, especially right now with all of them on sale. I'm sure it's a lot cheaper than that, and there's no shipping involved. So, you know, we all have PCs here. I think do you have a Steam Deck, Ash, or no?
I don't, but I'm gonna plan on getting one by like next year, I believe,
Okay.
after my big tax return. So I can't wait for that.
Yeah. So yeah, like, you know, all of us except Ash have a Steam Deck, so like we can play a portable that way. I mean, it's crazy. But, you know, let's talk about what's not crazy, or it might be crazy actually for some of us. And it's the Final Fantasy anniversary. Final Fantasy turned 35. 35, man. That's crazy. A few days ago. Final Fantasy 1 first came out December 18th, 1987. That's when the OG Final Fantasy came out. And just to give you like a little bit of, you know, synopsis of like how Final Fantasy came to be, a little bit of backstory of that. The name Final Fantasy actually was because this was going to be Sakaguchi's, you know, Hironobu Sakaguchi, who's the developer of the OG Final Fantasies. This was going to be his last try and the last time to make a game. He tried a couple games and unfortunately they were just a flop. So he's like, okay, well, this is going to be my final game that I can develop. And if it doesn't make it, then he was kind of done. And he named it Final Fantasy because it was going to be his final game. And it was a hit. You know, Final Fantasy 1 came out in Japan 1987 or 19 I'm sorry 1987 on December 18th, and was a huge hit. You know, came out to the West and it actually grew big over here as well. Yeah, so like, you know, on the topic of that, like, what are some of your favorite Final Fantasy moments? Because like, I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 1 wasn't my first Final Fantasy. I actually started with Final Fantasy 7. But before we talk about myself, let's start with you, Mike. What was your first Final Fantasy, and what are some of your favorite Final Fantasy moments?
What was my first? I think my first Final Fantasy was actually Final Fantasy X
Okay.
because I never had a PlayStation until PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Man, y'all
So
missing out.
yeah, like so I think it was the first. I think it was the first. Yeah, my first was Final Fantasy X for sure.
Yeah.
But and you said favorite moments?
Yeah, favorite moment, like just anything in the game, like
Like
like something you saw in game, like your favorite parts, I guess you could say. Does that make
the
sense?
favorite. Like the favorite part of the game.
Of any
I
game,
think
any Final Fantasy game.
of any Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, like some of
Hmm.
your most memorable parts, like you know,
I think what's that song that Road to Zankranard or
Road to
whatever?
Xanarkin. Yeah.
Yeah, Xanarkin. I think like when you get to that area and you start hearing that music, dude,
Oh
like
yeah,
because that song stays perpetually stuck in my head, dude.
yeah. That's an
Like you know
amazing
what
song.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, because I think that like honestly for real, so it's like randomly just starts playing in my head and stuff. So that's probably like hearing that song for the first time is probably like the
Yeah.
one of the most memorable like Final Fantasy moments.
No, I agree with you with that one. That one's huge. What about you, fan? What's some of your most what's your what was your first Final Fantasy, and what's some of your favorite moments in Final Fantasy?
So my first Final Fantasy game was on the Super Nintendo, and it was Final Fantasy 6, but Final Fantasy 3 in the US. So Final Fantasy 3 in the US, but Final Fantasy 6 in Japan. And I mean, favorite moments.
Or most memorable moments of
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Just, I mean, for that particular game, I would probably say, um, well, there's a character that you have to do like button move combinations to do his
oh
special skills.
oh shit, what's
Um,
his name?
his name was Saban or Sabin or
Yeah,
something like that, and it was like because you never see that in a role playing game, and
that's
it's
true.
especially turn based where you have to do like a Hadouken to just to do a move like during a turn, which is
Yeah.
crazy, and like just able to pull it off as a kid was like astonishing.
Yeah, I remember that because I'm playing Final Fantasy 6 on Steam Deck, and yeah, getting to seeing all his moves, like they all have different button combinations. So if you do like one move, you have to do one button combination. If you do a different move, you got to do a different button combination. It was cool that they brought it back with Zell in Final Fantasy 8, because if you remember, his limit break was the same thing. You had to do like button combinations, and I think you could do it like multiple times until like it ran out, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, David? Thanks for joining the podcast, man.
What's up,
Uh,
David?
Ash, what's some of your most memorable moments?
To begin with, my first game will have to be Final Fantasy Seven, the OG Final Fantasy Seven and stuff. And this is when I was like, maybe one like 3 years, like 4 to 5 years later, when the game came out in '97. I was like a kid around that time and stuff. The PS1 we definitely had, and that was the first time I was really confused on why do we need multiple discs for that particular game and stuff, until my father showed me you got to put in disc 2 and disc 3 to continue, and I'm like, oh, okay. um but still love Final Fantasy 7 OG. Loved it very much. I mean, you could say for nostalgia reasons, a lot of people don't really give OG 7 a chance because of the remake and everything due to the graphics, which I'm like,
Yeah.
eh, to each their own. But one of my favorite moments from any Final Fantasy game will probably have to be when going all the way up to Final Fantasy 15 of episode of Ignis, to where there was a in that whole episode. This is where Ignis is trying to control the situation in regards to like two different kingdoms fighting each other. Between it, I think they were both trying to go after Noctis and Luna. I believe I can't recall, but there was one big moment to where Ignis. Wait, do you guys mind if I say a spoiler for this
That's
DLC? I don't know if
fine.
you guys are trying to.
You're good.
So
Yeah.
at the end of the DLC, Ignis becomes permanently blind because he had to use the ring of Lucius that belongs to Noctis to actually hold off Arden for a little bit, and I thought that was a pretty badass moment because holy crap, when you play as Ignis with that ring of Lucius, it's crazy. It goes nuts. And
Yeah.
besides from that, he has a whole bunch of like cool kits you can use within that DLC. I wish all that stuff was already included at the when the game first came out, but it went through development hell like other games did, and yeah, but overall, that was definitely my favorite moment from 15 so far. So
Yeah. Nice. So
Yeah.
so like going back to me, my first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 7. And when it came out in 97, I had tried it out. They had it like at a GameStop, and they had like the kiosk there, so I tried it out there, and I hated it. I was like, oh, this game's stupid. You can't do anything, and I just left, right? But then later on, I got into RPGs by my friend. He let me try Breath of Fire 4, which was my first RPG. And then after he bought that, he's like, hey, man, there's this cool game you should try out. I was like, oh, what's the game? He's like, yeah, it's called Final Fantasy 7. So I found Fantasy 7. I was like, I tried that game. That game was dumb. But I was like, let me give it another try. So I gave it another try and fell in love with it. I mean, I played it nonstop. Like, that was the only, not the only game. I would say it's the first game that I got to level 99 pretty much with all my characters. And I still couldn't beat the weapons at the end because I don't know, they were just cheating. But like I literally like grind it, loved it. And some of my favorite moments in Final Fantasy, ooh man, there's a lot. Like it is tough. Like man, I chose a topic and I still don't even know which one to choose. Um, there's a couple because like the one that Mike mentioned is definitely amazing. Like as you're going through and you hear the song, it's right after the part where he says, this is my story and stuff like that. We're just sitting at the campfire and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
right
yeah.
after that, that's amazing. I mean, the ending in Final Fantasy X is also pretty crazy. Um, but I'm gonna
Ending,
go.
yeah, the ending is crazy, dude.
Yeah, I love that ending. Um, Man, like there's a lot of them there. Like the ending of Final Fantasy 12 like really sticks to me too. Um, with Final Fantasy 12, like I like the whole thing of Final Fantasy 12, and low key like Final Fantasy 12 is literally just Star Wars. Like literally it's just another Star Wars. You got your Princess Leia, who's Ash. You got Darth Vader, who are the judges. I mean, you got the Emperor, who's literally the Emperor of Arcadia. Like literally that's all it is. It's Final Fantasy. You have your Han Solo, who's boss there. You could say Bosch is like, Obi-Wan kind of. There's like so much overlap there. But one of my favorite moments in Final Fantasy 12 was definitely in Final Fantasy in general was probably the ending of 12 because I do like how, and this is spoilers of course, for an older game, for a game that came out what, like, almost like 15
20
years ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That at the end you have Gabranth, who's always like going after you, and then he kind of changes side and like sacrifices himself to save you and everything. He realizes that like the Emperor is mad and he tries to save you, and it's again going back with the Darth Vader like representation because Gabranth is a judge. It's that moment of just him sacrificing himself to help you out, because throughout the whole game his whole goal is I'm gonna get you guys, you know I'm gonna kill you. And for better, what's the right word, for better context, like Gabranth has a twin brother named Bosch, who's one of the main characters you play as. So it's like there's always a back and forth between the two. But yeah, like that was one of my favorite moments in Final Fantasy. Like that's why when I hear people say like, "Oh, Final Fantasy 12 was trash," I was like, "No, man! Like Final Fantasy 12 is an amazing game. It is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games."
Whoever
Um,
says that is trash.
yeah, it's like you don't like good story, you don't like good gameplay, And I've heard like, oh, I hated the Gambit system. But I never used the Gambit system. Like I only use it for my party members, but for myself, I went and chose all the moves and everything because that was the only way it was gonna be fun. Like why would I want the game to autoplay? Autoplay is
Oh,
there as
autoplay. Oh
a
God.
feature, but you don't have to use it, right? It's up to you. If you use it and you make it boring, that's on you. That's not on the game, right? The game just
Right.
has that feature there as a feature if you want to utilize that. But yeah, and while we're on the topic of favorite Final Fantasies, I do want to know what your guys' 5 favorite Final Fantasies are. I'm gonna go first, so you guys have time to think. And in no particular order, so don't think of like your number 1, 2, or whatever. Just think of 5 favorites. It's gonna be Final Fantasy X, which is my favorite Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 12, which is probably my second favorite Final Fantasy out there. Um, I would include Final Fantasy 11, but since it's an MMO, I'm not gonna include it as part of the 5. Same thing with Final Fantasy 14. Since it's an MMO, I'm not gonna include it, even though they have amazing stories. They're kind of separate, in my opinion, because they're a different experience.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
you're right. You're definitely right.
so 12, 10, 9. I like 9 a lot. 4 and 2. Those are probably my favorite. Because like 4 is amazing. Like the whole story is like intense, especially the DS remake with the voice acting. Who, by the way, Cecil's. I always thought it was pronounced Cecil or Cecile, but it's Cecil. His voice actor
Really?
is Yuri
Okay.
Lofel.
Really?
Yeah. He's
Huh.
Yuri Lofel did that because remember how
I
last
did
podcast I was telling
hear.
you I was like he has another voice I couldn't remember. That's who it was. It was Cecil. He does do the main voice. And to top it
It's
off, what's his name? What's his name? Gada's voice actor. Lee is it Liam something or um you know who I'm talking about, right? Gada's voice actor. He also does the book from Near Replicant.
oh, I haven't
Um
played the
oh
near games yet.
um
Sad face.
I'm trying to think what other voice he is. I think it's like Liam O'Brien or something like that. I think that's his name. But yeah, he's Kane's voice. But yeah, they have an awesome voice cast. But yeah, Final Fantasy 4 remake. If you haven't played it, or the 3D remake, if you haven't played it, amazing remake. It definitely brings everything to life because there's voice acting in a lot of the game. Outside of like, there's a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that. Amazing game. But yeah, Mike, what's your top 5?
10, 12, uh, 10, 12, 8, 1, and 4.
4. I thought you said Final Fantasy 13 was your favorite.
I hate all of them, bro.
uh, what
Like
about
that was like that's when Final Fantasy started going downhill, dude.
Yep.
I know 13's trash, 15's trash. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and let's see what happens with 16.
Yeah. What about you, fan? What's your top 5?
6 for sure. 7, 9, and 3. I haven't played, so I'm gonna throw one that's like not the traditional Final Fantasy, but it was
Yeah.
Mystic Quest.
I haven't played Mystic Quest, but I hear it's pretty
It's
good.
called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Wasn't
So
that?
it's not.
I thought Mystic Quest was a mana game though, and in the
Uh,
US they named it Mystic Quest. Like, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure it was part of Square Enix, but it's not like it was like one of those like projects they tried to make to see
Yeah.
if it would do well in the US, like if their brand would do well in the US.
Yeah.
Pretty
Huh.
sure. Yeah, it was made by Square. Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was no, I meant like a mana, like a secret mana type of deal. Because
No.
I thought it was they rebranded that. Was it Mystic Quest? You said.
Yeah.
Uh, Here, let me see.
And the RPG style in this one is more like if you took Final Fantasy
with
and you
Zelda,
know how
right?
they
Or no?
no,
Okay.
well, it kinda like they took like Zelda elements, but you still kind of walk around just like you would in the older ones. But it had Zelda elements, but it also like when you actually fight an enemy, it almost
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of Dragon Quest,
Okay.
right? Because you see the enemies in front of you, where in Final Fantasy it's kind of turned to the side.
Yeah.
Or where the enemies are on the left side and you're on the right side, you're literally facing the enemies, but you see two little sprites of yourself in front of the enemies.
Okay.
I played that a lot growing up on the Super Nintendo too. So
Oh, you know what I was thinking? Oh, actually, no, that's not it.
but yeah, it is almost kind of like
Oh, it's Final
Zelda in a way
Fantasy.
too.
It was called Final Fantasy Adventure. Was originally a mana game. That's what it was. Because I knew there was
Okay.
one Final Fantasy game that came out over here, and it wasn't. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Legend of Boy.
Makes the quest is fun.
Yeah. So Final Fantasy Adventure was actually a mana game. That's what it is. So yeah, I confused the two. Okay. Yeah, I might have to try it out because you're like the 5th person I've heard say Mystic Quest is a good game.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you should definitely try it if you like the. I mean, you said you like Dragon Quest,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah,
love
I think
Dragon
you'd actually
Quest.
enjoy it a lot. I think you'd like it a lot.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try it out because I hear it's popped up a lot like in the past 2 weeks, so it's definitely got to be a sign there. So Ash, what about you? What's your top 5?
15. Can I count 14?
Yeah, I mean, if you need
Yes.
to, go ahead, count 14.
Yeah, I love 14. So
I mean, 14 has an
14,
amazing story, so I
it
agree.
does. It's just there's a lot to digest from 14, which I can understand and
Yeah.
everything, but I just love 14 altogether. But yeah, 15, 14. Then from there it will be Final Fantasy 7, 8, and I will put in 10 for last as well. Put for 10.
Okay.
Now for an honorary mention, I want to mention Bravely Default. I don't know if you guys play Bravely Default.
I have.
That's literally Final Fantasy on crack. OG Final Fantasy on crack, because you can legit have your characters like go into different jobs and stuff, and you have like OP abilities when you
It's like
turn
2.
like yes,
It's like Final Fantasy 2.
No, 3.
yeah, but like
Or
I think it was
3.
yeah,
three.
One of
three,
the-
three, but it's amped up to like the
Yeah.
highest degree, because you
Yeah.
can legit just change classes anytime you want, and the thief class is the most broken class because of the critical hit rate you have. It's crazy.
Well,
I
Final Fantasy
love
3,
Bravely
you
Default.
could change that anytime you want to.
You sure?
Yeah.
I guess I gotta replay 3 then. But
Yeah,
yeah,
3. It's on
Yeah, they
sale on
remade
Steam.
3. They
remade
remade
it.
3 in like 3D.
Yep.
It was available on mobile too. I remember
I
downloading it for
forgot the
the
game was in 3D too. Okay,
iOS.
yeah.
And see, that's the thing. Like, if they were gonna do the like pixel remasters, right? It's fine and all, right? The pixel remasters is fine. It would have been nice to see all of them remastered in that style, in that
In the
3D
3D, me too.
3D style.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, because
That
I
or
honestly thought they were gonna
HD
do
2D.
5 next,
You know?
because they did 3
Yeah.
and they did 4 and they stopped.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened to the other ones? Like, you should have continued. Like
Yeah.
that got me upset.
Yeah.
I
Or at
just
least
beat
6.
I just beat 1 actually, the Pixel Remaster, Final Fantasy
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
What you think?
I have a video on it,
Yeah.
so y'all should check
Okay.
that
I
out.
was gonna
Like,
say, go check that out.
nah,
Go check it out. Go
it,
check out the
Absolutely.
video.
I beat it in like 10 hours, so it's very short, and I got my characters like pretty much maxed out on
Yeah.
everything. Like I got Excalibur and all that, you know what I mean? Like
Nice.
to where you have to do like extra stuff, like
So
and it's very basic. You can tell it was like one of the first RPGs, dude. There's like literally like no story whatsoever. Like even when you like talk to people,
Yeah,
like
it's to be
just
expected.
start,
Yeah.
I remember I got lost like when I first played it. I had played the Game Boy
there's no
Advance version.
direction.
Yeah, and it's like you go to the cave to where you see what's his name shoot, what's his name? Now why can't I think of his name now?
You're talking about Final Fantasy 1?
Yeah, the guy in the black armor. Why can't I remember his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Damn it.
All I keep thinking is Gabranth. It starts with a G, I think, though.
Shoot.
I have to search it up.
The guy with the black armor
Yeah.
in Final Fantasy 1?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah. What is his name? Maybe it doesn't start with a G. I mean, he's the main character in oh well, no, that might be spoilers. So let me not say that, because that game just recently came out.
I think I may
No,
have
talk-
found him. Let me see.
What is it?
So that game recently came out?
No, there's a game that recently came out
Oh,
where
I
he's
saw
the main
that.
character. But I don't want to spoil it. So
Is it
Oh,
a Final
wait.
Fantasy game?
it's a Final Fantasy game. Yep.
I think I know what you're talking
Oh,
about,
you
but
saw-
I can't find his name yet.
What game
Oh,
recently came out?
Garland.
What-
There we go.
Garland, that's what I thought. Garland.
Oh, yeah.
He was right in my face. I'm like, I'm no,
Yeah.
I can't be him. Can it? Dang it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the game that just came out. Good game. I want to get it. Like, I haven't get it. I could play the demo. Loved it.
What game?
Strangers in Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
like
gotcha.
Stranger? Oh, you haven't played it, but you.
Isn't that a prequel?
It's
Yeah,
a prequel.
I think
yeah.
this thing.
It's a
Yeah,
It's
it's
actually a
okay. Yeah.
prequel to Final Fantasy 1.
I don't. Why don't I remember fighting him? Why don't I remember fighting him?
I like the
Garland?
stuff they did.
Yeah,
In Final Fantasy 1?
yeah.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention to names, bro. I was just trying to power through.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy. Like, you see him in the beginning where he has the
Yeah.
princess.
I'm
what's her
watching
name,
the video
Sarah?
right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, same thing. Yeah, Strangers in Paradise, which would be a nice like co-op game because we can all play together. Oh, man.
Online?
Yeah, it's a 4-player game.
No,
What?
shoot.
Yeah, Strangers in Paradise.
I
is-
didn't know that.
Yep, 4 players. It would be a nice game to play because you
okay.
choose your own class and stuff like that. So you have a class, and you go through, and it's played like a Souls-like but faster. It's like Neo's. The developers of Neo. But it's the story. It's a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. And then he just released DLC where you have to fight the Warrior of Light, which is pretty cool.
Wait, aren't you the warrior like in Final Fantasy 1?
In Final Fantasy 1, correct. But in this is a prequel. You're actually playing as Garland. Yeah, so
oh, that's
like,
kind of dope.
yeah, so spoilers to anybody that was gonna play the game. I
Was
apologize.
was the co-op
Is it 3
release?
players? I thought it was 4 players. Shu,
I
I could have sworn because
like,
it's you. I'm sorry, it's you. Who's
and then 2 other
Jack?
guys.
Is it
Yeah.
2? I thought it was 3 other people.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know, if you're kind of the
No,
fourth
you are
person,
right.
'cause
It is 2 other guys. My fault. You're right. So it's 3 players. So we'll have to have you guys have like a cage match, and whoever comes out victorious, you get
but
to
I didn't
play.
even know it was co-op. Like, well, did it came out later on when the game was released, or was
No.
that like day one?
Day 1, yeah.
Why didn't nobody
Is
mention
that on
that?
sale
What
on
the heck?
Steam?
It's
Hold
not.
on.
It's not available on Steam.
No.
Only in the Epic Game
Oh,
Store.
it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Nobody mentioned that. That's
Shoot,
ridiculous.
I'll just buy it on PS5, man.
I think it's
Forget that.
50% off on the Epic Game Store.
I might just get that
right
because
now.
I have I already have 7 remake on the
Yeah,
Epic Game
it's
Store. I'm
50%.
on sale.
I think it's 50% off in the Epic Game Store, and I think they give you like a $10 coupon or something like that.
Nope. I refuse
have
to
a
have
20
multiple launchers.
Yeah, they have a
Like-
25% coupon right now, but I'll just buy it on PS5. Like,
Yeah.
screw the
If you guys
EA
want,
game,
well,
sorry.
we can all cop it on PS5 and play together on there.
I don't have a PS5 though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ash don't have
I
it.
don't-
Well,
I don't-
well,
Oh,
I guess yeah.
looks like
we
looks
weeded
like
someone
you're
out,
being a
like-
spectator. Ash, you're gonna be a spectator.
natural selection, bro.
Natural selection.
Shu
I don't have a
says-
Steam Deck and I don't have a PS5.
Sue says it's really good that he highly recommends it. So yeah, I mean I loved it. I played the demo, fell in love with it. Like the gameplay is like it's again Souls like. It's amazing. It's Final Fantasy. You get job classes and stuff like that. I mean honestly, if you guys are down, we could probably start playing that co-op for group streams like next year sometime.
I just like the community effect in the game itself because with Jack, like it's just there's new things they introduced into the franchise, especially the F-bombs and stuff. I just thought it was funny to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of
swearing.
swearing. It's a rated M game, so there's like blood and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
First
You
rated M.
just gotta tag the stream mature if we're gonna do that.
That's true. Yeah. And then Limp Bizkit comes out of nowhere. Like they have the Limp Bizkit music. Like
Oh my god,
Yeah.
bro.
it's crazy. But yeah, it's a cool game, man, and it's Final Fantasy.
Dude.
Yeah, Shu says the second DLC is amazing. Which one's the
Strangers in
second?
Paradise on PS5 is $30 right now.
Oh, I might
The
have to cop
physical
it.
at-
The
on Best Buy.
I hate physical, man.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure
Your
you could
main
probably
weakness.
download it. You could probably
Your
go to
ultimate weakness.
PlayStation Store and download it probably for the same price.
Man. Oh man! Anybody on the stream want to donate a physical PS5 to me? Much appreciated.
No. To me, I'm like I don't know what the word. I'm PS5 less right now. I don't have it.
Let me see. I'm gonna check PlayStation right now. Let's see what they got. But yeah, like,
I'm pretty sure they're a lot more easier to get now. You just gotta follow the the alerts and stuff and just be
Yeah.
there when you're ready.
yeah, they
So,
have a holiday sale for that. Let's find out. Strangers in Paradise. Or is it Stranger? I think it's Stranger in Paradise.
Stranger Paradise is $41.99 on PlayStation Store.
You see, man. Why did I get
But it
digital?
looks like
Why?
it's a bundle. That's why, because it's a
Oh, okay.
PS4, PS5 like combo or whatever.
But it was. I
Like it-
thought it was a free upgrade.
yeah. I
Let
don't
me
know.
see. No, they have.
I don't know why it's $60, but the physical is only 40 retail. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why is the regular price of this game $60,
Oh no,
but the
41.
physical is 40?
No, 41.
oh, I mean,
41.99 digital right here. 30% off.
okay, there was something like that back then where Sony was actually being sued for like inflating the prices on their PlayStation Store or something like that. So I mean, that could possibly answer your question, fan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, the 62.99 has the season pass, so it gives you like the DLC, which I might.
I'll just buy
for
the
that.
physical, man. The physical is only $30.
I would
Physical
love to buy a
physical
I would
is
love to buy a
physical is
physical.
supreme. Physical is supreme. I
I don't
know
have
what
a
to say.
physical PS5, so
Me either.
I have the digital. Oh man. I hate,
Wait,
I
but
hate
don't
myself for
isn't
getting that.
Sony going to come out with a thing to where they're going to have you buy like an external 4K
That's the-
DVD whatever
that's the
and plug
rumor.
that? That's
the
their
rumor. That's like their.
That's
it's-
why.
dude, I guarantee you, it's gonna be as much like it's gonna be the difference between like a discless and a disc PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like, which I wouldn't mind. Like, if you tell me, hey, pay an extra $100 for like a external disc drive that plugs into my current PS5, I'll be down to do that. Because rather than me sell a PS5 and buy a digital one, I could just do the $100.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
rather
it'll
do
definitely make
that.
things easier.
And if it comes with like a plate, like right, that where it replaces the side plate, so it
Yeah.
looks like a physical PS5 with the slot and everything,
Yeah,
and
That's
it has
funny.
like a cable that comes out of the back that connects
Yeah.
to the Type C port in the back.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
wouldn't
mean,
mind that.
that'd be kind of sick,
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
you know?
I wouldn't mind that. What if you can like, you know, connect it to like a disc PS5 and put two of the same game or put two different games? You could remix a game. That's crazy. They're like turntables, so you go through and like,
Bruh, I
is
can't.
I want to combine Final Fantasy 7 with Elden Ring. What do I get? And then it turns into
Oh,
Strangers in
sure.
Paradise. Like, nah. Yeah.
God dang it.
But yeah, second DLC is you fight Gilgamesh. Yeah, that sounds dope. Man, I don't even know how we got into this. Oh yeah, we're talking about like Final Fantasy games. I forgot. Like I don't even know how we got off topic with that. But yeah, Final Fantasy 35th anniversary. Happy anniversary to Final Fantasy. Love the franchise. It's definitely one of my favorite franchises of all time. I mean, honestly, like if you haven't played a Final Fantasy game, like David, I know you said you haven't played one. Highly recommend it. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is amazing. And I think it's a good entry point if you're not into like turn-based. Awesome honorable mention for Bravery Default, because I was actually thinking of copying Bravery Default 2 on Steam because it's on sale right now. I think it's like 50% off or something like that. Let me double
All right, I'm
check.
closing Steam, dude. Nope.
I'm closing Steam.
Yeah, it
Nope.
is. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, Bravery Default. Yeah, 50% off. It's $30 right now.
Bro,
My car was at $220, dude.
No.
They got him,
bro.
They got him, bro.
I gotta
Oh my
close this before I
goodness.
like feel froggy. Like,
Yo, $230, bro. Holy crap. Let's
So,
get it.
running through a couple things
Let's
real quick
go.
because we are running low on time. Gran Turismo
no.
also had an anniversary, which is today actually. The original release of Gran Turismo came out December 23rd, 1997, and then the US release was almost a year later, with May 12, 1998. So Gran Turismo is 25 years old. Has anybody played a Gran Turismo game here except for me? Because I know nobody here is really a racing game fan. No?
7, that's about it.
That's it. Okay,
Yeah.
so just want to give you like a quick memory because I think I love Gran Turismo. It was one of my favorite racing games. I think Gran Turismo 2 was amazing. And most of my memories is just me playing with my dad. And Gran Turismo 2 really got me like into it. Like the opening thing was amazing. I did love the whole aspect of like it was almost like an RPG except for racing, right? You start off with like a little bit of money, you buy your first car, and then you start doing races. You get licensed to go to like certain races. And then as you win the races, you get money, and then you can upgrade your car or buy new cars. So that it had a lot of like RPG elements, I guess you can say, in it, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and unfortunately, it seems like Gran Turismo has gone downhill from there, especially with Gran Turismo 7 and all the microtransactions and all that other stuff. Oh, and always online, which is stupid. But yeah. And did you want to mention anything, Gran Turismo fan, or no? Nah. So yeah, moving on. I figured most of us were not Gran Turismo players. Like I haven't even played the newest one because I've heard negative reviews about it. But yeah, moving on to our final topic of the day, Kojima. So, those of you who don't know, Kojima is in the works with a title with Microsoft. We don't know anything about it. I think the rumor it was called shoot, I forgot to write that in the notes. Let me type that in real quick. Sorry about that. But yeah, there was a rumor of a game called, where is it?
Was it like Valkyrie? No, it's not Valkyrie.
No.
That was something else.
Yeah. Overdose. That's what it was.
Okay.
So it's rumored to be called like Overdose, and we don't know much about it. It's supposedly leaked and showed off like one of the same characters that was from Death Stranding. So we don't know if that was part of Death Stranding 2 or if that's a totally separate game. But the reason he went to Microsoft for it is he actually went to multiple publishers, and people were saying that he was mad, like he was crazy for this idea he has. And we don't really know what the idea is because we don't even know what the game is. But one of the theories around that is it has to do a lot with cloud computing, which is why he went to Microsoft, because as you know, they do Azure servers. They do a lot of cloud. They already have cloud gaming, and they're one of the major players in the cloud industry outside of like Amazon, right, and Google. Supposedly, I guess one of his first partners he was going to, that was rumored, was he was working with Stadia, but we know what Stadia turned out to do.
Yeah.
I assume he probably approached Amazon as well. He was like, hey, I got this, feature for a game, and they were like, no, like get out of here, because Kojima and his ideas are ridiculous. So he went to Xbox, and of course they said, yeah, we'll take you, and because they know how much Kojima's worth. Like, I mean, I can't think of one bad game that he's developed. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but no game that he's developed is bad. Like, you have Zone of the Enders, which are amazing games. If you haven't played them, amazing games. All the Metal Gear games are amazing. There's not one bad Metal Gear game, honestly. Like, if anything, Metal Gear Solid 5 is probably the worst out of all of them, and that's just because the story was incomplete. But it's still an amazing game. Like the bar there is like Metal Gear Solid 5 is probably the worst Metal Gear Solid, but it's probably better than like 80% of the games out there, honestly. Um, yeah. So what do you guys think about this? Like, are you guys excited for like Kojima's Xbox game? Because I know we know Death Stranding 2 is coming out, but like I'm more curious about this Xbox game than Death Stranding 2.
Is it confirmed to be like a game?
The Xbox game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or
confirmed.
okay.
Yeah, he announced it. I
Okay.
think at the Xbox the event they had in the summer. He officially announced that he's working on a game with Xbox with Microsoft.
No. So is it gonna be like a cloud game?
We have
Like
we have no clue.
like because I feel like they wouldn't be calling him mad for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking it's probably something crazy with the story
So
because it
what?
is Kojima.
So one of the rumors that was out there was that he was looking for, like, he wanted cloud data to be updated in real time. So like Death Stranding was kind of like a precursor to it, where you kind of work together with other players to build a universe. So if you haven't played Death
Okay.
Stranding, right? Like, you can place a ladder. Let's say like there's a mountain you have to climb. If a
Right.
character in the universe, anybody, places a ladder in that area, if you go to that same area, let's say I place a ladder to a cliff so you can climb up, and then you go to that same area I was at, that ladder would be placed in your world, right?
I know that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
So yeah, so it's kind of cool. So like everybody kind of like helped each other out, right? Like if somebody develop a road so you can drive on, well, guess what? That road is now available to you as well. So the rumor is that he wanted cloud computing because he wanted better real time data, right? So like if somebody is, let's say, doing something in their world, it's going to affect your world and everybody else's world. But he wanted like a better version of it, and it supposedly was like actual data of like you, the player. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it was actual player data, so that it's instantly like changes. Where there's a delay between Death Stranding, the way that works, this will be just instant. So let's say there's an NPC, right? And this is just a hypothetical like theory out there, right? Let's say there's an NPC and you kill the NPC, right? Well, guess what? Now he's gone from your world too. So something like that. So it's almost like a
Oh,
live
that'd be
service
cool.
game, but it's a single player game.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, and I think like Microsoft could probably do it because if you remember, their original idea of the Xbox was Xbox One was the cloud computing behind the scenes, right? So like Crackdown 3, I think was supposed to have that. They were supposed to have so much cloud computation in the background that's supposed to be able to do like all these crazy things, and that never came to fruition. I'm pretty sure like with the way technology is now and Kojima's brilliant mind, I think they could do something like that.
Oh, for sure. That would be dope. It's never been done before. It'd be something fresh.
Yeah,
Unlike, 95% of the games that come
yeah.
out.
Unlike the 2s and 3s that we get,
Literally, dude.
I wonder if it's gonna be like it's in real time, so like one for one time changes. 1 minute in real is 1 minute in the game.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
cool. But that would
that'd be so much pressure.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that as long as there's not a day and night cycle. Cause like my issue with Pokemon, which I'm glad they got rid of it in like the newer games, and they made it kind of like in like every modern game, right? The day and night cycle is not tied to real time. But like as I got older, most of my gaming is at night. So like when I played a game, like let's say Shining or Brilliant Diamond, when I'm playing at nighttime. Well, guess what? I'm stuck with whatever nighttime Pokemon come out. Like I can't get the daytime ones because I'm not available
Can't,
really during the
can't
day.
you change your system clock?
I guess you can do that, but it's just a lot of work. Like I really don't want to do that. What
I
about
mean,
you?
that would
Yeah.
still be cool, like if it was like real time like that, and if
Yeah.
it was like, yeah,
Can you imagine like, hey, here's a mission, you got 10 minutes to do it in real time, and then like you get a phone call, you get an important phone call, you're like, no, like,
That's funny.
yeah,
yeah, but hold on, I'm in a mission, give me 10 minutes, like. It would be cool though. It'll be different, and I'm kind of excited to see what he does with Microsoft. I know like there's nothing Microsoft's doing now, but like I think this is like one of the major things I'm excited for, and hopefully it comes out soon. I don't think it's gonna come out soon, but
nah,
yeah, because Death Stranding 2 is already in the works. So
yeah. I doubt he's
It'd be a
working at
while.
2 games at once.
Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Ash? Are you a Kojima fan?
I mean, I do like most of his works and stuff. I feel like he always is trying to think outside of the box, no pun intended, for
Yeah.
the most of the stuff he wants to release, if anything. So, if he wants to do something really cool with cloud computing, I say do it. The thing is, we don't really know the full details on what exactly he wants to do with cloud computing
Yeah.
because, like you mentioned earlier, they were trying to do something with Crackdown 3 when it comes to like literally have everything computed with everything through the cloud, and I guess that didn't like work out correctly. If anything, I think for this particular game, cloud computing needs to mature a little bit more in order for it to appease, in order for it to see Kojima's vision
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
that's
all I
true.
have for that. So
That's true. That's probably another reason why it won't come out anytime soon, because they probably had to really experiment big time on how to implement, a game that's running also on GPU, but you're also getting stuff from the cloud as well. What's up, Pharaoh?
What's up,
hey,
Felix?
Pharaoh, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on COD in like 20 minutes, bro.
20 minutes.
Like,
So, yeah. So it's like kind of a little bit of those. So like it's gonna be interesting to see what they get with that. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I really don't know what to expect with that. Like I honestly don't. But I guess we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully we'll get something. Like hopefully Microsoft shows some stuff next year, because they were a no show this year, and it was very disappointing.
always
That,
Felix.
that was surprising.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. So I think that's all the topics we have for today. Yeah, that is all the topics for today. So I did want to announce one little thing today. And David, if you're on the chat, if you can say something real quick, because we do need you to be on the chat. So we'll give you a couple seconds to say something, because I know the stream is behind there. So hopefully he's on there, because we do need him to be on here to listen to this. But I guess we'll wait for him. Oh yeah,
Yep, there it is.
there
He
he
just
is.
answered.
Awesome. So David, we do want to wish you an early Merry Christmas. Hopefully you celebrate Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holiday. But as being our first kind of subscriber on YouTube and follow, we do want to extend our appreciation to you, that we are going to go ahead and ship you a shirt, one of our shirts from the merch store out there.
Ooh.
It's a gift from all of us here at the Random Encounter in the podcast, and of course Phaneckswhy and Ash, because we're all one team here, to you for being there for every stream, everything, supporting us. We really do appreciate that. It comes a long way, man. You've been there since not day 1, but like day 2 or 3 or something like that.
Right.
I would say day 1, but you were like day 2 or 3. But you've been with us since the beginning, man. We really do appreciate it. Every time you pop in and say what's up, it does mean a lot to us. Coming in and joining us on the group streams, all that stuff. Having your brother join the stream and everything. You supporting me on the 12-hour stream I did, man. That came a long way every time you pop in, man. So it means a lot to us. We are gonna give you a shirt. Go ahead and look up on the merch website. I should have the link somewhere in the bio. If not, I'll post it in the Discord channel. Go ahead and look on there. Tell us what shirt you want, and then we'll go ahead and send that to you, man. Choose the color, and then we got you, man. We do appreciate that, man. So, thank you for being with us since the beginning, man. Appreciate it.
Sure, bro. And thanks for being my Call of Duty buddy, bro.
He's the linchpin.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's
Yo, by
literally
the
the
way-
linchpin.
By the way, David, Call of Duty like 20 minutes if you're done.
20 minutes.
Yeah. it does mean a lot to us today. So yeah, so and I did have a different game plan for us today, but to respect everybody's time, we won't do the game today. So we're just gonna cut it right here and now. I do like to thank everybody who joined us for the stream and the podcast today. Does mean a lot. Everybody that shows up, it just keeps us moving. We do love your support. We do appreciate it. We're trying to grow the channel, and we still have one more stream, one more podcast for in the year, but we are definitely going to have some amazing stuff coming to you in 2023. Or what year are we in?
Yeah.
Well, 2023. Yeah.
123.
You're right. What year are we in again?
Moving fast.
Yeah, we do have some amazing stuff coming to you in 2023. We're going to try out there and do some awesome YouTube videos. Don't forget, check out Mike's video. He does have a Final Fantasy video, Final Fantasy 1 video at that. Check out that video. Video is pretty awesome. He does give you some insight on that. Check out also his top 10 games to look out for in 2023. I do also have a top 10 game list to look out for 2023 on YouTube, so definitely check that out. Share the video. It does help us out. Brings exposure out there. We are trying to grow this channel to a giant community. Also, invite people to the Discord. The Discord is there for everybody. Invite people there so we can hang out, talk, have some fun, and all that other good stuff there. Ash, where can it catch you at?
They can catch me at youtube.com/AshDestroy'em. Make sure you put a apostrophe right between the destroy and then and you'll be able to find me pretty easily. Other than that, I'm going to be releasing video within 2 to 3 days from now, basically like a comeback video, and after that, I'm going to try to upload some shorts, do some variety, maybe stream once before the end of the year and stuff, and see where it goes.
Yeah, sounds good, man. And don't forget, whatever you say on live, you gotta do it live. So always say, watch your words, because we don't want empty promises there.
Yeah, I know.
Now you're obligated, bro.
Exactly.
Yep.
Fan, where can I catch you at?
You can catch me mainly on Twitch at Phaneckswhy. I mean, I do have a YouTube channel that's haven't really uploaded anything in a while, but don't worry about that one too much. I'm slowly trying to get that one back. Yeah, but yeah, just hang out on Twitch. I'm mainly there.
All right, and Mike, where can I catch you at?
Right here, bro. In the flesh, live and breathe it.
Yeah, definitely. You always catch him here on the podcast, doing the live streams. Catch him on YouTube too. Watch his videos, man. He has a lot of great videos on there. Definitely always look out for his game list of the month. Amazing videos. That's what introduced me to Chain Echoes. That's what introduced me to Dumb Fighting Herds, which these two boys here, Mike still have to do that because I beat them in guessing them out. Right? So David, make sure you hold them accountable there. We're gonna have to do something for every day you guys don't play this. I don't know. We'll figure out something. You guys got to do the was it the spicy chip test or whatever?
Oh God, that's
every day.
I'll do it, bro. I'll do it on stream right now, bro. I got one left, bro. I actually have one
left. Oh
yeah,
my
bro.
God.
I already did it, bro.
Yeah, and then me, as always, you can find me here at the Random Encounter and the Random Encounter podcast on Twitch, where all we do is stream and have some fun over here. You know how it is. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Fan. Thank you, Mike, as always. And everybody, have a great Christmas. If you do celebrate Christmas, if not, have a happy holiday. We'll see you next time.
Peace out, boys and girls.
Peace out.